Hello, it's Mr. Haskins here. Today we're going to draw some faces. We're going to continue our work kind of how we started our mask last week, our unfolded drawings. I want to show you a few different ways to make some more faces, get some more expressions, some more emotions. I'll do something kind of fun. Today we're going to do some wanted posters. So follow along here and I'll show you how to draw some different faces. So if you guys remember, we're going to start out here with our letter U, and this is kind of this part of the face here, the chin things. I'm going to go make some lines here. It's going to be my neck and my shoulders. I can kind of do a letter C for an ear, backwards letter C for an ear. So I'm going to make a couple of these outlines so we can have a couple different faces. Do a couple different expressions. You can change the shape of the face if you want to. We're going to kind of make a gang of banditos here. Okay, I'm going to do one more. Alright, so we have all of our stencils and everything laid out here. Now, like we did in our mask video last week, we're going to add some eyes to our people. So we can start out with just dots, or we can leave it as dots. So I'm going to do some dots all the way across, give everybody some eyes here. I forgot his ears. Okay. Now we can do things like add circles around the eyes if we want to. We can do shapes like half circles too, so that kind of already gives a lot of emotion. It looks like he's mad. We can do things like draw lines under the eyes. Might make them look like they're tired or they're old. Let's see, we can do things like add lines like this to kind of make it look maybe more like a little bit more realistic. And you can even add eyelashes. Okay. Next we're going to move on to the nose. For that, I think we did the letter J in our video last week. I'll show you some other things that you might try. Maybe you want like a pointy nose. You could do like an upside down 7 for a pointy nose. You could do a letter L. You could do a letter U. Will give you kind of like a Squidward looking nose. Well, let's do a letter V for their nose. Give them a really kind of pointy nose. Okay. Next we're going to do a mouth. Lots of different ways we could do this. We could put a letter U would be for a smiley face, or an upside down U will be a sad face. I think we did that. We talked about how we could do like a check mark in our video last week. Let's do some different mouths. Let's do an angry face. For this, I'm going to do a sideways 8. See how it kind of looks like he's growling? He's a mad guy. We can do a mouth that is open. Let's see. Let's do this open mouth, kind of half circle. We can do things like make lips. We can do like a letter M, and it kind of gives some lips. Makes it look a little nice. You can even draw another little line under here to make the bottom lip. So now we're kind of all these little shapes and letters are starting to look like faces to us. You can add details and stuff as you go, or can wait at the end. You can add like little letter C's in here for ears. Let's start really make these into some characters though, with some emotion. Let's do eyebrows next. So eyebrows are really expressive. You can put them up high, and it looks like maybe they're surprised. You can make them come down, and it'll make your person look like they're mad. You can make them look kind of curious or like they're confused if you have one low eyebrow and one high eyebrow. You can have kind of curly, like eyebrows that are thin at one end and thick at the other. Let's go ahead and start adding some hair to these characters. And remember I said we were going to make wanted posters, so we're going to kind of date these to look like old cowboy posters, so things we might do with the hair. Let's make this one, we're going to do this one with W's for hair. And we'll give him some curly hair on the sides, almost like I'm drawing number 3. Then we'll give him a hat. So let's go ahead and give him some hair, a cowboy hat. This next guy, let's give him some straight hair. So I'm going to do straight lines. A little bit of curve to him, but we'll do a part in his hair. And for him, let's give him like a top hat. And the next person, let's make the next person wearing a bandana. So let's go connect there and then go across. We can even do dots, polka dots on his. Let's see our last one here. We're gonna make this a cowgirl. Maybe we could kind of think about the famous cowgirl at Annie Oakley. We could do trick shots on the back of her horse. So we give her long hair. And we'll make her have a big cowgirl hat too. Maybe even put a little star on here for her. Now this is kind of the part where these get a lot more fun because we can start to add accessories and start making our characters out of these people that we've drawn. Where he kind of looks like a bad guy, so maybe things we could do could give him kind of like a handlebar mustache. This guy, maybe we could give him a beard. By giving him lots of little lines here. This guy, he's kind of reminding me of a pirate, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that half circle shape, fill it in. He's going to get an eye patch. He's got his mouth open, but we can do a couple things there. We can give him some teeth, or we can kind of poke out some of his teeth by shading it in. Maybe he's missing a tooth or two. We can do things like come up down here and give them a collar on their shirt, or maybe we can show a little bit of like maybe this guy's got a vest on with buttons. Maybe this guy is looking like a pirate. So maybe on his wanted poster, he's got a bird that sits on his shoulder. So he's got our star. Maybe we could give her some jewelry, some necklaces. Maybe we could even come down here and I'm gonna give her some skull earrings. So we've got our characters we're working on. One thing I want to show you can add to your posters is that you can add a little bit of text. You can add some words to them, maybe like over top or underneath. I'm going to add the word wanted. So I'll write that out. WANTED. But to kind of make it look more like an old-timey cowboy font, I'm going to add these little lines on the ends of my letters. It'll make it look more kind of like an old cowboy wanted poster. And this is really kind of where they get fun, is the more that you get into your details, you could put maybe like reward on there. You can maybe put what they're wanted for. You can even make up some names for your characters.